Hello and welcome to the show. I have Daddy Mato, Cindy Ogana, and Kido with me. So, the show has begun. Tyler is so beautiful, isn't she?
Yes, she is.
How sexy is she? Talented, yes. Right?
African.
And so poised. You know, because this is a lot to come at you when you're that young. 1 year into your career. It's a lot. It's a lot. But she's handled it perfectly. I saw her sitting next to Anna Wintour. She was on the cover of Vogue. She has won a Grammy. She's done a lot. She's really done. I saw her headlining the Met. She's headlining this year. Ooh. But then she was one of the most fashionably dressed people last year, which was very interesting because it's her first time. People don't really understand concepts and themes because you don't know people. Hey!
You know, me I'm over here thinking there is somebody who Cindy knows that I do not know.
What do you mean?
Oh! Wait, you don't know Tyler?
You don't know Oh my God.
Ninasema ni kwamba
nikupatie chai.
Kuna mtu Cindy anajua na mimi simujui.
No, but if we really think about it though, it's a wonderful thing, Cindy,
yes.
as a wife, to know that your husband does not know this type of musician. Because she's lethal.
Who's
too beautiful.
What type is she? What type is she?
It doesn't matter.
What type? What do you mean?
Not yours. She's
what
not
type is there, Mato?
She's small.
I'm going to research.
She's small. And you know, Banange, they don't play like that. Have you guys been though? You're well?
No, me, but I won't even lie. If my husband Katia's style, I'll go like it's fine. Imagine.
Yeah, I get it too.
We will share.
Mlete nyumbani.
So you come on, Meona, the airport is burning.
Actually,
I
don't think it's the airport burning per se. Ni nyasi mahali hapo karibu na fence.
Okay.
Kuna mtu labda alikuwa anacheza kama yeye. Alafu akachoma zaidi ya nyasi ambayo alikuwa anataka kuchoma.
Unajaribu kusema nini?
Mato after dark.
Let me tell you something.
This is the children are supposed to be asleep right now. Okay, this is all they're all out, so we can speak the way we want to. But this is how you should not trust social media because let me tell you, when you're watching it on Twitter, you imagine it's burning down. You cannot fly out of the country. You cannot go to Diani anymore. You know, so when he explains it like that, I'm like, okay.
Hey,
is it the person who was reporting the story who was burning more than they should have?
Fires like JK, and especially at very interesting intervals. So, you know, right now it's become like a norm. But, JK is burning. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, something must be happening. Some shit's happening somewhere. But I'm not shocked. Why is it Mombasa International doesn't burn? Eldoret, Kabunde, Airstrip doesn't burn.
It's not that
always
it's
JKA.
Sometimes it's not really burning mostly. It's one crisis or another. Ni generator haifanyi kazi. Ni maji, roof inamwagika. Sasa ni moto. It's basically tunangojea upepo sasa. You know, they have to represent all elements. Wind. So
there's only something they're dealing with. The first quarter, so far we're seeing but it's not funny, is it? It's not funny at all. Because I don't know if you guys do this, but do you ever read stories of other countries and you're like, ha, like we're not doing as badly. Like we're bad, but not as bad as your country. And I feel like it's coming closer and closer to home because a lot of African countries can relate to what we're going through because it is just as ridiculous to them as it is to us. So what do you mean? Last year we dealt with water and which one is that?
Power outage.
Okay.
Yes.
Strike.
And then they tried to deflect and said Larry hates his country, right?
Yes.
And he's trying. It's bad PR because that's what he's been paid to do, to tarnish our country's name. And we deflect a lot. We really deflect. Anyway, Kido ulikuwa nasema. You know, Kido was supposed to be at the airport.
Today.
Yeah.
Do what?
He was flying out the country. Should I say or no?
No.
Say
Let me not say.
10 o'clock.
It should be a surprise when you guys
it's
another
day, another story. So, in regards to what is happening at JKI, it's so sad, you know. Hata nadhani officials, hata labda chairman alikuwa informed by, alipata information hapo Twitter. Because now it's the guys on X that, made it easy, made it loud for people to know that kuna some fire outbreak pale JKIA. Ukiangalia moto imewaka pale kwa fence, so my worry is that now our neighbors, international guest, watatuona aje kama tuko serious, because now with this moto iko pale JKIA, mtu anafikiria kukuja Kenya anasema tutaland wapi? I don't know, because people are talking about this. I don't know what leaders have to say about this, but people are believing, believe to say that maybe kuna kitu ilikuwa imekwama, unajaribu kusukuma itoke, mtu labda anatafuta tenda. I don't know, sijaona firefighters enough on ground on time. Sasa ni past past
you guys.
Okay, first of all, you may realize kitu, and you guys can tell me if you guys have noticed or not. But the people who usually are affected about something that trends are not really affected. So let's say they're talking about like private jets, and now you know, jet fuel will be a lot more expensive. The people who will talk about it the most
are the ones
you really need to apologize.
Amina ameanza kuongea kama ule mtu wa kuitisha PhD.
It's something I've just noticed. And it's okay, because even me, I'm equally as pissed about things that I am a potential customer of, or Macho is like,
what belongs to Kenya.
Careful.
Wakati mambo ya Adani ilikuwa inakuja. Uliongelea?
Niliongelelea, what do you mean?
Uliongelelea?
Of course.
Si wale wengine ambao pia hawaendagi airport waliongelelea?
That's different. I knew you were going to bring up that Adani story. Because these politicians used it and said, oh, you people have never even flown out of Nairobi to go to Eldoret. Why do you care? But that is a very different story. I'm just saying, generally, sometimes when I notice that there are certain things people get riled up about. But it's okay, we need this.
Amina's point is, the biggest haters are the ones in a bedsitter kwa mattress.
I didn't say that.
Kwa mattress, na wameokoa bundles.
Ex-Army handle is at Cindy Ogana.
Amina, they're not hating.
The hashtag is the trend.
Cindy, they're not hating. Cindy, they're not hating. They are Kenyans, and the airport belongs to Kenyans.
Oh, that's true though. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. People who hate on relationships a lot of the time are single. That one's. I just don't want to talk about the people in the bedsitter though. Do you remember that lady who said that they live in aluminium apartments? What did she call them?
Who's this?
Yeah, it was some lady who said ati alikuwa anaongelea watu wanaishi. Anyway, sitaki kuingia kwa hiyo story. Naona Mato anajaribu kuingia kwa jacket yake kwa sababu he will not laugh out loud so that the mic cannot pick up his laughter. Please, the camera, Mato. Mato is laughing. John! What was you talking about? Sasa he's coughing. All right, so now let's talk about something else that will get all of us coughing. Ferdinand Waititu, former governor of Kiambu County, right? In a corruption scandal, he was apparently sentenced to 12 years in prison. His lawyer, Danstan Omari, said, no, I feel like we can do more. He appealed, and he was supposed to serve 12 years in prison. Akasema acheni tufanye hivi, acheni alipe 53.5 million. Najua ilikuwa 588 million iliibiwa, lakini hiyo tusijadiliane kwa sasa. Let's just make sure he doesn't pay to prison.
Yes.
As they're still talking about this, he says, I am sick and I cannot handle this. Now this is a script that we have seen one too many times. Macho is a script writer. He could not have written. He's like, when they cannot hire people, it is the same one from 1994. You get sick once you are accused. Once they bring out all these evidence and say and they say, Mato, you stole 100 million here, 50 million here, 20. You're like, eh, manzena mwana kichwa. In fact, I'm getting, my heart. Stop it. So Mato, is that not good business? I know you guys thought since you missed TTTT that we will not talk about it, but do you think that is good business or no?
It's a good business.
Well,
588 and you have to give back 53?
So actually the circumstances around the case is, it's not that 588 was stolen. It was a contract worth 588, did not go through the proper procurement process. And lipatiwa mtu mwingine. That is why kuna Waitito who was accused and somebody else who was accused. So kuna mtu receive your 588 alafu akahongana milioni zingine kadhaa.
Huyo mtu ni nani?
No, alishikwa pia. Hata yeye amepatiwa sentence yake. That's the thing, because it was him, Waitito and the wife. Yes. Yeah. So wakiwa wote watatu. So of course alikula pesa, kuna zile zenye ziko kwa records na kuna zile ambazo haziko kwa records. But 53 million as a fine, I'm not saying it is bad, neither am I saying it is good, because fact remains a lot more was stolen. But 53 million against 12 years, the fact that he's not been able to pay that 53 million, considering how his life has been since he was ousted as governor of Kiambu County to date, all the people he had tried to give these fraudulent contracts to, wengine wameshikwa, wengine hawajashikwa, lakini of course wengine tulikula pamoja lakini mimi nimekutoka na hivyo wewe beba msalaba wako. I think it's more of you are reaping what you sowed.
They didn't sow anything though, Mato.
And I'm saying he's reaping what he sowed.
Okay.
But you see now,
in terms of punishment, I hope.
Yes.
Okay.
So no, it's not really the punishment. It's more of the experience around. Like, of course, this is very stressful and frustrating.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they will try and use that kuishi kwa clinic.
Yeah.
Kwa clinic ya prison ama kama ni hospitali. Heri ufungwe pingu lakini uko kwa hospitali, because you know what you are getting. Unajua unapata nini huko? You are getting personalized care. Ini ujanja. Kuko hospitali wakati unafaa kuwa kotini ama unafaa kuwa prison.
Food.
You're getting food. You're getting access to people can come and talk to you. Like, yani inaitwa kuwa politician Kenya, unfortunately. Tunafaa kuenda ile njia. I'm not sure whether it's China or Singapore where there is actually a prison where people are given tours to see the politicians who are arrested because of corruption scandals. Yani watu wanakuja tour venye unaweza enda wa animal orphanage useme na hii ni ile chui ambayo ilikuwa adopted na Usain Bolt na huyu ni ule jamaa aliiba alikuwa kwa fraudulent corruption of 588 million. Let us move to the next one. Yeah. This one had a song after him ambayo nikiimba sahi ninaweza jikuta nimeekelewa shopping bag kwa kichwa. Na staki.
Ishafika saa 5.
Just to add on what Mato was saying.
Ishafika saa 5.
Kwa hivyo?
See, I was just trying to sing the... I
thought like showing
yeah, because I'm not trying to get... Haijaisha. See, unajua analalanga right after... Anakuwa kitanda hapa. Analala. You had a question.
Yes. Mato, is there anyone that said Waitutu can't pay this 53 million?
No, he is, well, there's nowhere that says he can't pay. He might also be choosing. He might also be choosing not to pay.
Exactly. He has this cash. And the way you've said, maisha ijakwa ikimpeleka vizuri. He's not in the pipeline of where things are flowing cash-wise.
Yes.
So he's holding on to it because he's like, if I give this cash, then I'm doomed.
Or others will come for more.
Yes. I am back to being a normal raya, just bangaizing and asking people for support to changia for what. So
kusema kweli mimi ningemchangia kama angesema we move the river. Because I genuinely, you know, Waitito just seemed to me like you know, he had a big dream.
Yes.
It was all a dream, you know, because when you watch him on the news, it's almost like the Lulu is the Solulu.
I know.
There's no other explanation.
He's like a glorified shopkeeper,
which is fine. And I'm like, we loved the shopkeeper. It's like he was acting like a dad on a show. And I was like, I want to see him win, right? So I'm telling you, if he did not say, because you know that if he didn't go to university in India, let's start there, and then he didn't move the river, bro, I would have been right now. I'm like, where are we getting the money, Baba Yao? Baba Yao? Baba Yao?
Baba Yao lipepesa yao.
He was actually Baba Yao.
And also in his prime, he used to really help people. You know, he's a man of the people. I want you guys to remember, he used to be dragged with, maybe
he used to fight with cops.
Maybe it was PR, because now I've learned more. Now I know better, Cindy. Yeah. Before I used to think that, you know, we all are doing, like, I just really used to believe that things are real.
Yeah.
And then Kiki happened, and then publicity happened, and then you earn, you know, $1,000 per 1 million views. And I was like, oh, okay, so now people are acting.
Yeah.
But there was a time that he always seemed as though he cared more for the people than he did for money or whatever. Yeah. He used to be chained, and you don't remember that?
Yeah, I remember. He was just a glorified shopkeeper. So he took the money, or he was involved allegedly in taking the money Wacha rudishe. These antics, the way to Mato amesema, time immemorial. Arudishe pesa, let him learn the lesson, akuje back to the ballot 2027.
Hata kujaje siri amebaniwa siri.
Wacha. Oh yes,
Siri is a different era.
Yeah, na Gachagua same WhatsApp group.
Yeah, Gachagua na Sonko.
Na Sonko. There's a, guy.
Just to add something on YT2 case, if you can allow me, Amina.
Yeah, go ahead.
The wife, as well, Susan, has been jailed for a year and a fine of 500,000 bob. But msisahau, kulikuwa na mheshimiwa fulani pale MP Waluke, alikuwa na kesi kama hiyo. Sasa yako pale bungeni, maisha inasonga.
Na yake ilikuwa 570 something.
Yake ilikuwa
the fine was 120 million or something like that.
Yes, the fine was huge.
That's a lot of money. Honestly, that's a lot of money.
Fikiria kama unafanya biashara na serikali, Amina.
You know, ati nifanye nini?
Biashara na serikali.
Mimi? Ningeweza jamani, ningefanya. But I think that, Cindy, yes?
Government is the best employer, by the way.
Yeah.
Me right now, I get a government job very fast. Very fast.
Utatusahau?
Yeah.
Aye, babe. We have fought this war for 8 years.
The way Butita looks at us these days. Look at you. Ni vile nitawangalia. Well, ukiingia State House.
Kwani Cindy aliblokiwa na Butita?
Ukiingia State House na kuambia you change. State House change, my friend.
Actually, Butita was supposed to come here tonight and he was like, I don't do that nonsense anymore. And I'm not lying. I am not lying.
Butita is my boy.
Butita is my boy,
I can't come anymore. I can't come anymore. So let me tell you guys something. So now, according to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, Kenya is losing an estimated 608 billion to corruption annually. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So when you look at all this,
so it's actually the 2 billion.
The 2 billion. That's what I'm saying. I thought it was more.
Yeah.
No, the 2 billion per day.
Remember what they're reporting cannot be the exact amount.
Yeah.
It can't be the exact amount.
Kuna pesa walisema inapoteanga asubuhi, Amina. 4 billion inapotea asubuhi.
The early bird catches a worm. Unaona sasa ukikuja kama worm ishakufa. Worm hata iko. Tushakula worm yote. Now what do you want? So of course tutakuja hapa mapema. If you guys just wake up and I am vying for something, just support me, okay? I have been broke for a long time. Okay, guys, it's okay.
I'll support you.
It's okay. I'll tell you how it is on the other side.
Give me a position.
I will tell you how it is on the other side. All right. So now, real quick, let me tell you about something. Are you guys going for the WRC?
Yes.
You are? Okay.
I'm hoping to go. I went last year.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping this time I'll actually go with my boy.
Oh. Which one?
Because they're all right.
No, my firstborn, of course.
Of course.
Because second born na third born hata rada.
What are we seeing? Investments.
Yes.
Hawataelewa. Okay, so now let me tell you something. Now, KCB wants to jaza your tank. Because I know that's the issue. Sindio? Mato wants his... Because when you feel... It's different when you take a JAV, when you take a cab, and when you're driving. When you're driving, you can stop at any time. You can drive as fast as you want. You know, there's nothing more annoying than when you have passengers who want to tell you how to drive. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that situation.
Oh my God, yes.
It is my car. It is my car. I at the back of my mind, I think I should have participated in the rally. So this is me driving my car to Naivasha, hoping that I am going to, have the same sort of adrenaline rush and feel. Okay, so now, one lucky winner will drive home an incredible grand prize, a plot of land in Vipingo. Najua. Now, this is courtesy of Centum Re. So you have to seize this life-changing opportunity by meeting the minimum saving requirements, and you have to make sure that you stay in the draw until the grand finale that's going to be happening in May. So throughout the month of March 2025, KCB will reward 50 lucky winners with fuel vouchers worth 10,000 Kenya shillings each, redeemable via your KCB Gold Savings account. So make sure that you revisha and win big with WRC Safari Rally 2025. So open and deposit with your KCB account. As you know, of course, you can try and do all of these things online so that you save up on the energy and the shenanigans that come with you having to go to the bank, because I don't know why people do that anymore, but you can, of course, access your KCB account right on your phone. So for more details, dial *522# or visit any KCB branch or www.kcbgroup.com. Now, winners will be chosen through a random draw by KCB Bank under the supervision of BCLB. Okay, so now you have to redeem your prizes within 3 months or not. Mimi na kido. tutazichambua, tutazichukua. Yeah? Tutazichukua. I love you too. I did say choose. Did I say?
Yes.
I did.
It's
choose.
Chosen. Aki. I know it's almost midnight, but I was reading it.
I'm sorry. Choose it. But thank you for telling me. It reminds me of that time when I was like, babe, I think umesema A. Yes. Because people online never let you live it down. So thank you. It wasn't chosen. It wasn't chosen. I went to a good school. Choose. Is that what I said?
Yes.
Hey, that's very observative.
No, but you know what I've realized? Like when people make fun of live reporters, when I see the comments, when you watch the video back, you're like, that is terrible grammar. Yeah. But in the moment,
you're
thinking of the next thing to say.
Exactly.
And it's terrible, but it's still no excuse. That's choose it. Whatever that was makes absolutely no sense. All right, so now Kido was telling me, say yes, Kido.
Hata Amina umesema kitu fulani hapo kwa mafuta sana.
Ipi?
Nadhani tumejipata kwa ile situation unaingia kwa peti alafu mbogi inanyamaza. So nadhani option ya KCB itasaidia sana.
Mnachangia mafuta kama mzinga.
Hata kama tanki yangu ni kidogo. Lakini marafiki wananyamaza jamani aisee.
I don't know.
My ancestors cannot allow.
Hey, Omera.
Ati kila mtu atoe thao.
Ya mafuta.
Mimi siwezi by the hiyo thao nitalipa cab. I cannot.
I can afford it. I can afford it.
You take it up.
Now, I don't know if this has ever happened to you or anyone you know, but you find out that your partner, your boyfriend or girlfriend is getting married via social media. Has that ever happened? In a world where social media reveals hidden truths, 3 women went ahead to share their shocking discoveries of infidelity when they found out that they're all with the same person. And they found out online. How do you deal with something like that, Cindy? Because, you know, do you call these other women? Do you DM them? I come to you as a woman.
As a woman.
And by the way, people don't like that. I like it. Come to me. Come to
no,
me as a
don't
man.
come to me.
Come to me as a ghost.
Don't come to me as a woman.
Child. Come to me as I don't care, an animal.
Man to
come
man.
to me as a burning bush.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Ladies, and we are the ones who are very notorious about this. I have had my fingers burnt, not once, not twice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If your friend, your friend's baby daddy, your friend's fiancé, your friend's husband is cheating on your friend, don't tell her.
Yeah, don't.
Nyamazia kanyagia your story. Yeah. Don't tell her. Have you seen they're getting married? No, I did not see. What they'll make up, watajifunika kwa blanketi, watakusengenya, you'll be the bad person.
Yeah.
They will kick you out of the relationship. She will continue suffering, but she'll suffer in silence, and you're there being the good ati. I'm doing it for my friend. Nyamaza, mind the business that minds yours. I know it seems like it's not a good friend thing to have, but as chicks, we just can't process that kind of information. And depending on what the guy is and who he's telling us, I will turn it around and make it your fault.
It's interesting because we had this exact conversation last week.
Yeah.
But now it was from the men's perspective.
Yeah.
If you as a man, you see, what do you feel should the expectation should be? If I as a man see your husband, what would you expect?
Don't tell me.
What would you have?
I want you to video call me right in front of his face. I want you to start.
Don't take pictures.
Mimi nataka ako hapa. Mimi nataka ufanye hivi. Useme Amina. I don't want you to pretend. I don't want you to hide, and I don't want you to lie.
Because you see,
there are people who will not react or act, and I think it's because of you know, we're different.
Yeah.
I would rather.
I
would rather you tell me and I know what I'm dealing with.
Go on IG
instead of being in this delusional world where I think I am the only person in his life.
Here's the thing, and I challenge any woman to say against otherwise. By the time your guy is out live in restaurants and public places with another chick, you already know he's a low down dirty dog. So there is nothing.
No, Cindy.
There is nothing that this video is going to change.
I'm telling you, I refuse because
unajua by the way.
Hapana, Cindy, wanaume ushtua watu. Unaweza pata Mato is the most religious kind of
man can shock you.
Ever known to humanity from the beginning of time, from Adam to Solomon to all those people. this guy is the sweetest, most mwah thing next to sliced bread. Then you come to find out he has a whole secret life, and he lied to you. He never used to work in Mombasa. So when he used to come and say he's flying back home, and in fact, he's a landlord and you're paying rent to him. I don't know, babe. I've just seen way too many.
Men are not very good lads because they don't multitask. So there's always something they will drop. And you don't like
Cindy.
Stop.
Relax.
With no water.
Let me bring it home. Let me bring it home.
Pull up.
So there is no absolute way of reacting to that situation, because Amina has said, yeah, nataka ni video call na nimuonyeshe. Wewe umesema, mimi usiniambie. Na kuna mule mwenye atasema, confront the husband. Si yeye ndio ana cheat. Wewe ni rafiki yako. Confront huyo mwanaume. So there is no absolute way of doing it. It depends on wewe na hawa watu mumefikishana wapi na venye mnajuana. Mimi bwana yako nikimuona, wewe ndio ninajua. Yeye simujui. Nimemuona na wewe sawa, lakini simujui vizuri. So in this exact situation, what would you expect?
But
you know, Cindy, let me tell you, men generally mind their own business.
Yes,
you know,
they do.
Mato is trying to understand under which context, under which circumstance, which relation, like, because he doesn't understand how he has any right to call anybody and tell them about what another man is doing. Like, I have 3 kids. Are they going to school? What is happening? You know, he feels like he should focus on his life. But as ladies, I'm like, I will focus on everyone's. I'll focus on mine. And I still have enough energy and time.
I have my fingers back.
Okay, I'll say this in these 2 situations. One, before you reach a level ambao utapata mwanaume anakuwa confident enough kuona mwanaume mwingine ana cheat, ama mimi naleta mwanamke mwingine hoteli na wewe umeniona niko na yeye, kifika hiyo level inamaanisha hata wewe ushachoka kuniambia wachana na mambo ya nje. But now ukisema unachukua hiyo situation upigie wife ama the girlfriend umwambie hiyo, una worsen situation, because one, you won't be trusted. Trust yako na wife yake ama girlfriend yake imeisha. Second, ule mwanamke labda hata alichoka na huyo mwanaume. Unampa stress mingi. So the best thing you can do ni kuona na kufunga macho na kwa simu kuona.
You mind the business and stop this nonsense of coming to women as your sister.
It is a child.
Cindy amesema mukitafutana siku kuona nini? Why do you want to bring this? Yeah, why do you want to call me now?
That's a you problem.
Now?
It's a you problem.
I'm coming to you as a woman, I'm pregnant. Cindy is like, okay, have you told the father?
Yes.
Because this has nothing to do with me. As far as I'm concerned, there is someone that you had, and now you are trying to get something and you cannot get it from me. But I want to hear from you. When we get back, I have to read your comments at the Trend Live. The hashtag I was about to say is TTTT, but it's 10 p.m. so it's here, Amina. And I have to let you know that we have money to fuel your tank. Tunataka kuijaza na tunataka wewe ukuje WRC. All right, so now this is going to be an unmissable one. Please, for those of you who have done nothing all year long, can this be your first event, your first gig? And we even give fuel, so you have no reason. You have absolutely no reason. There are tons of prizes to be won, all courtesy of KCB throughout the month of March. They're going to be rewarding more than 50 lucky winners with fuel vouchers and a whole lot of other gifts. So make sure that you check out KCB with your gold savings account. Open it today for your chance to win. And hopefully I'll get to see you at WRC. So let's take a break. We'll be back with more. You're watching the True Z station. Welcome back. At the Trend Live is our handle. Hello, how are you doing? How was your Friday, almost into Saturday? How are you doing? Please let us know. Quad.
Oh, girl.
If
this was a relationship, we would divorce.
Kido said he has a quote he wants to share. Hey, Quad yako wapi hata?
Unajua hiyo story ya social media tulikuwa tunaongea hapa na Mato na Cindy. I have to read something for you guys. Just a reminder.
Okay.
Social media has changed how we learn about life events. But it shouldn't replace honest conversation in relationships.
I think, you know, when you find out that something incredibly significant is happening in someone's life that you considered close, and you find that out on social media, it's devastating. It's almost like you're telling me without telling me that I'm not that close, or we were not that close.
Or we don't.
So there are announcements that I feel like social media makes without you guys having to have that conversation. Yes,
it's one of those. I'm sorry, I tried to contextualize everything. Probably ndio makosa yangu, akili yangu inapenda kufanya kazi hivyo. Especially because mimi nimelaumiwa. Mimi personally. Say for example, we were expectant, mtoto ameshazaliwa and sijapeana hiyo story kwa kila mtu kwa maisha yangu.
On a one-on-one.
On a one-on-one.
Breakdown.
Mimi nilifanya, you know what? Wacha niseme tu once. So mtoto alikam na alizaliwa kwa gari na hiyo ndio story lakini yako healthy sasa.
And you're like, I have 400 people to call. Let me just announce it.
Yeah.
Because they will see it all.
So there is that. And then there is ile yenye situation imekupata. Ile yenye kitu kiliharibika. Daddy Mato akona deni ya watu 5 million na hajawalipa. Na amezima simu. You know, kitu kama hiyo pia, hata kama you are that close of a friend, I'm probably, unless I probably had this conversation with you where I asked you for money, but you didn't know that my money situation was as bad as you will see it to be, and that does not diminish the value of who you are in my life. It's just that capacity yako ya kunisaidia as far as the magnitude of my problem hazikuwa zinaambatana.
Ukweli kabisa on that. Cindy, sorry to cut you short. No time. To add on what Matoa said, I know for sure, I know of friends whereby neza kuwa maybe anadaiwa 1 meter ama kuna deadline ya kulipa chama ya 50k. Lakini because anajua boy wake haizi afford 50k. Haizi mwambia ata opt kutafuta tu kama kina Amina for example, wamsaidia na hiyo 50k. Best yake akikuja kujua baadaye jamaa alikuwa na noma ya kutolipa chama, hata mbona ukuniambia. But the reason alikuwa anabodi kumwambia juu, akimwambia kwanza hata mpea hiyo chwani, hiyo 50k.
But then again, ina depend. Maboy na madem ni tofauti. Dem atakuambia ndio ujue tu akona shida ya 50k. Boy atakuambia ndio umsaidie hiyo 50k. So kama huwezi msaidia hata kuambia.
No, but imagine pia madem kuna wenye like and people do this thing where they want to ask you the full story and then you finish the full story just for them to tell you wow sasa utadu, and I'm like, why did you waste my 1.5 hours? I didn't need to relay mashida zako sio zangu. Unajua, this is why nimeomba loan, this is why nimefanya hivi, this is why nimefanya hivi. So now I know you guys have seen this story on social media of one of our most influential TikTokers in the country, who also happens to have huge numbers on Instagram and on X.
Kido unachoma.
Kido amesema? Kido amesema?
Mato kwani uko kwa deni pia kwa hiyo kitabu ya deni?
Give me this vibe. Now that I finished my chai, give me the tea. What's the story?
Kido, tell us.
No, I was just telling Mato that he's a very good friend to the person you're talking about.
Stop it.
Yeah. They're very good. They've acted before.
No way.
They are content creators. They're in the same WhatsApp group. They normally engage. Ukiangalia chat ya Mato na yeye anajua sasa anaendelea vipi. So I mean, na mimi sikufikiwa kuomba pesa, inamaanisha siko hiyo level.
Okay, hiyo ni ukweli pia.
Ni ukweli.
Now, I don't know if you know this, Cindy, but there's been this story of our beautiful Asian who has been alleged to have borrowed money from different influencers, business owners, politicians. The allegations run deep. So it's been a number of people. And my shock was, I think, the kind of TikTokers who she ended up borrowing money from, and then you get shocked why they would go. Let me tell you, unatani kama mimi niambie Pasanganga siri. Alafu Pasanganga akuje waambie nilikuwa naombea msichana kwa sababu kuna kaswende, and then I'm shocked that he told the congregation. That's exactly what he would say. He'd be like, huyu mama alikuwa na ukimwi, huyu mama alikuwa na hivi, like hakuna kitu asemi. So huwezi kufikiria ati Pasanganga atakuficha. So kuna watu pia online, they're very honest, they're very open, and the way they choose to live their lives and how they portray themselves and what they discuss and how they choose to discuss what they talk about is very different. So mimi sielewi kama ilikuwa kweli, why she needed to go that far wide out. I'm trying to find really safe words to say. No, because I'm like, alienda mbali, alienda Uganda, alienda Rwanda, alienda Zimbabwe. Like, why couldn't she just keep it to Mato and I don't know, who are the other people on TikTok that
So I'm going to use as very many little words as I can because I'm speaking as an insider. So there's only so much I can say without, breaking the circle of trust. and I'll say this, we all experience challenges. We all hope for the best when we are going through these challenges. We all try and seek solutions. Sometimes we don't have all the information to know how safe we are when we seek some solutions from some people. We don't have all the information we need because we do not know what people's personal ambitions are if they hold it to themselves.
Right.
Because that's one of the biggest factors that have been very prevalent in this case. If you get a chance to go through it, Cindy, you'll realize.
Okay.
We don't know where people's personal interests are vested. We don't know people's capabilities to step on the other to rise to where they need to.
Right.
And we make mistakes. We make small mistakes. We make very big mistakes.
Yeah.
And of importance is learning from them and now focusing on solutions to get yourself out of the quagmires that you're in. Yes.
The long and short is stop borrowing money from many people. No.
Yeah. No, I think I'm not even sure because I feel like it's a number of things. Number one is if you need to borrow that much, I think you need to, maybe you can't afford it. When we first started in the entertainment industry, I remember I used to work with this presenter who said, you know, and at that, I can't mention that station, but then it was just a very station that we used to work at. Oh my God, I've come from the ghetto.
Is it the one we used to work with you?
Yeah, we did, Cindy.
Yeah.
The
one
ghetto.
where we met Cindy as well. The one where we met Amina.
The ghetto. That's the
You were in
ghetto.
school.
The ghetto. That's the ghetto. And so, you know, she said she had to take a loan out to get a car because she felt that now, because we're on TV, she needs to get a car, and she moved into a neighborhood she couldn't afford. And I remember wondering, are you okay? We're being paid 5,000 each. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why you think we can ball out.
Yeah.
And so she went, she took the loan, she was struggling through it, she was struggling paying this apartment. It was very difficult. And I came to understand that sometimes even the pressure, it comes from the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cindy, people assume because I hosted Trend on NTV that now, of course, I live in a 4-acre mansion in Karen, right?
Yeah.
And if I don't meet the expectation that you have of myself in your mind, then I'm a failure. And so you can imagine as a young girl, as a young person, I mean, I don't know, I just think it's a lot for you to put that kind of pressure on yourself.
Do we put the pressure on ourselves?
No.
Do people put pressure on us?
I mean, it's mentally, it's mental, so you put it on yourself, but it's because people are the ones who make you feel uncomfortable. When you start being famous, things change about you.
Yeah.
There are different people who call you that never called you before. There are places you're invited to that you've never been invited to before.
Absolutely.
And you're also making money that you've never made before.
Yeah.
And when you come from Eastlands, you've never seen this kind of money because your dad used to tell you we have no money, or your parents, or so it's just something that you need to be prepared for, and you have no guidance.
We need to acknowledge that there is a role that how we grew up plays. There's a role it plays, you know, your traumas. And I'll use this as an example because Jugush has been very open about this story where he said the reason why he built a big house is because there was a time people were looking for something in his house. They spent the least amount of time possible. Wakaingia, wakakosa, wakatoka. Kasema, yani mumeenda mukaingia kwa ya ule mukatake ka 30 minutes. Yangu take 1 minute na mumemaliza. Wacha nikuambie, nitajenga nyumba kubwa. Muingie mutafute kenye munatafuta na mukose na mutake 1 hour. Because there is what that moment did to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing that he had the right mindset to know what to do and what not to do to lead him to where he is right now. There are experiences in his life and how he grew up that gave him the quote-unquote necessary wisdom and the necessary foundation to know the choices that he needs to make and the ones he does not need to make. And then there is where life just throws everything at you. Not only expectations of you from others, but expectations of you from yourself. And then ongezea sasa easy kiki na pia ile wewe zile dreams zenye unataka kuwa nazo na pia expectations za where you see your life is going to be based on the trajectory that you are on right now. So say Amina knows akona contract ya 1 year. Yeah, hapa the trend inakuwa renewed every year. So the first year ampiga hivi contract anasema hizo ni miezi 12 at least niko safe. So wacha nichukue hii na nichukue hii na nichukue hii. Then ikifika mwezi wa 3 hizo expenses zimekuwa mingi. Yo, hata kama I have a year to go, hapa nilifanya makosa. Lakini it's too late. I can't go back. If I took this car on loan, if I choose to let go of it again, nitakuwa nendaje kwa kazi? Kuna vitu sasa itabidi, like it's so many things that happen at the same time. It's so many things.
And if I can add, I think it's worse for the Gen Zs and that generation. I have 2 Gen Zs at home, and there's this word they like calling so she. Oh, they follow these people, and these are their age mates in Form 3, Form 4, Form 2, who are already famous on TikTok and Instagram with influencers. Now that they have this fame, they start feeling the need of living a life that they cannot afford. Pesa ya mama na baba. So they're borrowing clothes, they're doing what kind of nonsense. My question is, who breaks the cycle? Is it the consumers of the content, or is it the content creator?
It's you, the creator.
Can you be a content creator who's honest and you say, me, I go to Marikiti, I buy my kitungus, I buy my... this, what's her name? Suowino.
Suowino, come on.
Yes.
She's nothing close to any.
I understand, but Suowino.
She's fishing for sharks. We are not the same.
I understand, but what I mean is the kind of lifestyle that she was portraying before she even thought she could blow up.
Yes, it was
something so modest.
Relatable.
And very relatable. Yeah. She still got the contracts, she still got... And I'm not saying that's how all... It's not for everyone. Yeah. The glitz and glamour does have its market. But if you can't afford it, why not flip it? You know?
Yes, just to add on what you guys have discussed earlier on. Now, my summary is very, very, very simple. 1, I'll call for all creators. Kama unajua umeingia kwa industry ya creative, na hauelewi vile showbiz inaenda, look for someone. Go for Amina, go for Mato, go for Cindy, go for anyone else. Mwambie ni aje, hii game uchezwa aje, najipanga aje, pressure utoka wapi, nikianza kumake dough, ama nikianza kucommercialize, what is the right way to do? 1. Second,
bro, lakini ni ngumu wakati
kiburi na mimi nakuanga watu.
Femi kikutandika wakati ulikuwa umelala kwa kitanda, imekutandika umeamka.
But Mato, tutonge history mpaka lini? Tutange history mpaka lini? Aziad is not the first case.
Yes.
Kuna waseta saa hii, mimi najua saa hii hawawezi open up because wakikuja wanza kusema oh niko kwa hii shida, hata Wakenya watawasaidia.
We got wanaweza. Let me tell you, Aziad, I don't know if you're going to see this, my love. I am telling you that I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what that situation was about, but I can assure you, kama tuliweza kusaidia shosho ya Chira, ambao hata saa hii kazi zinafanya saa hii ni ya kumtumia yeye pesa. Na kuahidi, people will take care of you. People will back you up. If you can just come and say what it is that you went through. You have no idea how many millions of Kenyans will relate to whatever issue you had. Whether it's borrowing because of black tax, whether you're borrowing because of faking social media, which is still fine. It's a real thing that, again, millions of people are going through in the world. You can tell the younger generation that they don't need to pretend, that they don't need to lie. Cindy has told you, kama unavanga jeans na t-shirt every day, vanga jeans na t-shirt. Like, this is your opportunity. You sell a book, you go on tour, you go continent wide and talk to different people and tell them how they can avoid the issue that they had.
I can say for sure. Not just saying, I'm just throwing it out there.
But you see, Mato, whatever it is, even if it's drugs, even if there was gambling, but they've said, but she's not. And there have been so many different speculations, whatever it may be. Even if number 1 was black tax. Because black tax, ningombeo loan ya kupeleka Mogadishu. Anyway, but it's okay, it's neither here nor there. But Aziad, we love you. Please just come back, pay people, ikitu ishe haraka. Before you know it, 2025 ikisha, 2026, you're going to be in a completely different place. Don't let them chase you off of social media like Kobi Kihara. You messed up. You're 22. You're 22. You can make back this money. Because you own up to your mistakes. You take accountability, Mato. Uambie tu wase unajua ni nini? Nilikuwa nafanya hii na hii na hii. Na ikafanyika. Wewe niambie Wakenya wangekuja kumsimamia. And a lot of young people will need guidance. Remember, this is this is a territory that we've never ventured into before. We're all finding out as we're going into it. So Aziad just happened to be one of the first people publicly with a huge platform to go through this debt issue. But people have been going through it for centuries, right?
I mean,
we have to say, Jordan and
one word, if you can allow me.
Yes.
My advice to fellow creators, fellow artists, celebrities, usiwahi omba celebrity mwenzako pesa. Wala tunamaliza Aziad marafiki zake.
Okay, Amina si celebrity kwangu. Amina nitamuomba pesa.
Si marafiki zake. I mean, si marafiki zake.
Sijawahi, wacha niseme sijawahi.
Si marafiki zake. Those were people that she just borrowed because she was in need. For whatever reason. That's why when I started the story, nilishanga of all the people. You know, sometimes kabla ufikie yani uende kwa kazini ya hii ambaye aniishi huko sijui wapi kule Thika, then things were really thick. And for you to know that these people are alive every day, ndo kwa maana nilikuwa nakwambia nikienda niambie Pastor Nganga niko na shida ya hii ugonjwa, nataka uniombe, alafu kesho yake Pastor Nganga atangazie la mtu, would I be shocked?
Why are you shocked?
Why would I be shocked, right? But I still think that she has a chance. I think that, you know, we're having one of the biggest followers following on TikTok in Kenya is a big deal. I think that she still has a wonderful brand, that she can still come out if she's honest and open enough. I think people love her and they'll back her. I think people will back her. Babe, I will back you, okay? I backed you during so many other more controversial times we had of your career.
She's generally a really nice person.
Tusaidiane tu. Ni how much? Niambie ukweli do. Usinidanganye. Niambie tu kweli.
Niongeleshe kando.
Niongeleshe wewe. Wewe unajua ni how much?
Niongeleshe kando.
Nilipe? Nataka nilipe. Naweza lipa?
Naweza kusaidia kulipa deni.
Hii tulipe hii pesa. Tulipe. And I want to say goodbye. Cindy Hamini sasite imefika. Thank you so much, you guys. Honestly, Mato, I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Kido. Where you at? Unaenda pi Kido after?
Mimi?
Naenda out?
Hapana. Kesho naingia pale unaweza sikizi nafanya sports. Nilikuwa disappointed sana pale Ulinzi Sports Complex. Wadada zetu warembo wetu Starlets walipata sare ya 0-0 na Tunisia. I say tuna kibarua kubwa pale Tunisia next week. Na ndio safari imeanza ya kwenda AFCON, Women's African Cup of Nations qualifiers, itakuwa Morocco. So hopefully they'll turn around things. But we are positive. I'm very much positive with the ladies. And I believe miujiza ufanyika Amina.
Wako poa?
Watoto wanacheza mpira wale warembo.
Okay. Let's wish them that.
Lakini kidogo kuambia pale RTI TSI Club iliweza kushinda. But let's talk about other things. Mimi ninaelekea
kwa football club fulani
kwa saa hii
walishinda 50k.
Aya.
Na walishinda penalties.
Hiyo pesa tusaidie nani?
Thank you. Sahizi
alafu pesa ndo napeleka Mombasa.
Hata Messi alipata World Cup na penalties. So mimi sahizi narudi pale Multiga Golf Club.
Yes.
Kwa sababu
wewe ni member kweli ama una supply
Kenya Open inaendelea hapo hivyo, kuna village pale ya sherehe tu inaendelea. Najua kuna mtu tutakuwa na yeye kesho pia pale akitufanyia kazi.
Pawana. Watu wa manufacturing.
Amina will be hosting it tomorrow night. Hostess.
Yes, so Ben Sol, Chris Kaiga, Grouchy, Caneda, Saem, the list is long. Come and have a great time. So it starts at around 6 p.m. What Wabash City, because the golf starts in the morning, guys, please. People are there from around 6-something a.m. The after party is much later. So that starts around 6 p.m. I'll be there. So please come and let's have a ball. But like I told you, we also have yet another very big event that's coming up. That is the World Rally Championships.
WRC.
Hey, mbona umenipotelea ama ni usiku? Kweli ni usiku wa manane. Ni usiku wa manane. But now KCB wants to fill your tank. Tunataka kujaza. We want you to come with your cousins, your relatives, everyone and the cars that they drive. Watu wa Subaru, watu wa sijui nini, you can all come. So now all you have to do to participate is throughout the month of March, like I said, KCB will be rewarding more than 50 of you with 10,000 each. Okay, so tunataka wewe revishe and you win big with KCB. So open your gold savings account so that you can stand a chance to win. Okay, so for more details, dial *522# or visit any KCB branch or go to www.kcbgroup.com. I've got to love and leave you. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Amina Abdirabba, Daddy Mato, Cindy Ogana, and of course, Kido. DJ E! Also, how could I not say DJ E?
Yes.
So bye. Where's Chinku? Let's start the party. We have to go.
Let go.
Bye. Thank you.
Hello.
Mwah.